What is going on? What is going on? This is Walt from the Just Listen podcast, and I'm going off script here because if you're like me, you get news, you get information from social media and things like that, and if you're like me, you try to stay ahead of the times and things that are going on, or just government issues. And today, what we have is we have that blow up from government issues starting on Thursday, the day after Christmas. And it's very funny that we have to deal with this right now before our president elect takes office come January 20th, or when he's inaugurated on January 20th. So I didn't write any script for this. This is just something that is really just mind boggling in regards to people that are going to be in positions to try to run our country and our government. So I wanted to talk about a couple things here. And so stick with me because there is something that I want to talk about that I have an issue with when it comes to one of the individuals that is going to be part of some type of non-government thing, but also will be handling what the government does when it comes to running our country. So hang tight because we will be talking about that issue there. So I wanted to bring to everyone's attention about hypocrisy. We all know about hypocrites. If you don't know the term, I am going to be showing the term here and talking about that. But I want to talk about hypocrisy and how we are in a tunnel of hypocrisy as I'm hitting my mic. Now, when I mean a tunnel of hypocrisy, it's, when it comes to just the control, it's, hey, I want you to do this. And if you don't do this, you will be penalized. But when it's reciprocated, that person has the right to do whatever they want. So if they don't want to do it, they will not be penalized, which is a part of hypocrisy that I want to talk about when it comes to, people in administrations. We live with hypocrites everywhere. They say one thing and they do another. And also, we do have some hypocrisies ourselves because sometimes we can be hypocritical when it's, oh, I don't like that. And then next, they turn around and say, I do like that, if you know what I mean. So I just have an issue with the hypocrisy that is taking place. The contradictions, the lies, the misinformation. And that's why there is a certain social media platform that I no longer have subscribed to. I deleted my account. And so, just like I said, there's going to be something in particular that I talk about when it comes to hypocrisy. But also, I just want to let you know this. I am a person that tries to gather as much information as I can. And my wife is the same way. My children, we teach our children to try to do their research, to try to educate themselves on many and various different things, because that's how we're supposed to operate in this world. Knowledge is power, and we always try to strive to gain more and more knowledge. And where that boils down to is education. Education is very important. Education is something that, all countries that are, let's just say, a superpower, a first world country, education is one of those things that are at the top of the list in regards to how they operate, in regards to how they teach their children or how they're teaching themselves. We are all in one melting pot. However, when it comes to the way specific countries teach their kids in comparison to other countries, it's different. You have a communist, you have a dictator, you have, a autocracy, or however you say it. You have all these different countries that their practices are different in comparison to our country in the U.S., where we're the land of the free and the home of the brave, and you have your rights to do this and that and the other. But the hypocrisy is that we don't always have those specific rights. Not everybody has the rights of freedom to do what they want, when they're doing it legally, when they're doing it without committing any type of crime. So I wanted to put up the definition of hypocrisy because I wanted to talk about that. And then I wanted to speak on a particular individual or two, or maybe even a whole administration of individuals that are hypocrites. But I'm only going to touch on one, so hang tight with me, because that particular person I want to talk about, there's something that I discovered with this particular person. Now, listen, I became a registered voter back in the early 2000s, and since then, I've been a voter. I voted for my local, and I voted for the person that's going to be the person to be in power, POTUS, let's just say. And so there is a hypocrisy when it comes to how people are trying to tell our government things that needs to be done, whereas they haven't had a position to where they've had years into, being committed to the system itself. I mean, that's just it. But let's dive on over here to hypocrisy is a feigning to be what one is not, or to believe what one does not. Behavior that contradicts what one claims to believe or feel. Let's keep it going here. Hypocrisy. His hypocrisy was finally revealed. This is an example now. With the publication of his private letters, especially the false assumption of an appearance of virtue or religion, our conventional morality often serves as a cover of hypocrisy and selfishness. That was something that Lucius Garvin had wrote. And this is coming from the Merriam-Webster dictionary there. The dictionary, yes. I do like to look at things in the dictionary too. And I know that this is kind of cropped up a little bit, but I wanted to talk about that. But the second example for hypocrisy is an act or instance of hypocrisy. Means a keen awareness of one's parents' hypocrisies. And let me give you an example of that particular meaning there. A keen awareness of one's parents' hypocrisies. So it's like the parent saying, do as I say and not as I do. For example, we know that, kids feed off of us. They feed off of the things that we do. And so when we do something negative, like let's say curse, and then our child curses, we tell them you're not supposed to do that. And your child is like, oh, okay, but you did it. Yeah, but you do as I say and not as I do. That's being a hypocrite, right? I mean, for real, that's being a hypocrite right there. But, those are the type of things that we deal with in our country and all across the world. It's not just the U.S. that deals with hypocrisy. It's global. It is definitely global. However, I cannot speak for the person that lives in China. I cannot speak for the person that lives in Afghanistan. I cannot speak for the person that lives in India. I can only speak for the people in my country, to where I get news on a day-to-day basis in regards to things that are taking place or things that will be taking place. Like the immigration deportation. Oh my goodness. Tell me about that. There is a particular person that I have an issue with when it comes to being part of the 2025 government and dictating what's going to be taking place with, our social net programs, or cutting this and cutting that. And I want to talk about Vivek Ramaswamy and his words that he had posted on X, saying that the American people are basically stupid and we're lazy and we just like to sit on the weekends and we like to watch Boy Meets World and Beverly Hills 90210 and all those other TV shows that some people watched. I never really did watch Boy Meets World though. I think it was late in my life that I actually started watching Boy Meets World, or watching cartoons on the weekend, to where we're supposed to just be learning every day. Skip those sleepovers and skip playing sports and things like that, and educate yourselves on the weekend and stress yourselves out as a kid, and you're not supposed to be a kid, and learn all this stuff and skip those days where you don't be able to get a chance to play outside with your friends as a kid, man. Really? That's how we're supposed to live our lives? How about we invest more in our education system platforms, to where we can actually get our children to be stronger in the mind instead of them taking their childhood away. You know, when I was a kid, I loved the weekends because that was an opportunity for me to go out and hang out with my friends, not having to worry about, hey, I need to be back at home and in the bed by 7:30, 8 o'clock for school the next day. And here we have Vivek Ramaswamy telling us that we need the best of the best of the best. And the way that we get the best of the best of the best is that we got to get them from the H-1B visas to bring someone from another country over here to do the jobs that American people should be able to do. No, wait a minute. We're not smart enough. We don't invest the time. We're lazy. That's what Vivek was saying, basically. And then Elon chimed in on that, saying, oh, yeah, you guys are lazy. Mind you, Elon Musk, this billionaire that we have, and Vivek Ramaswamy, this billionaire that we have, they have immigrant backgrounds. Vivek, yes, he's a naturalized citizen, but his parents were immigrants. Elon Musk is from South Africa, who I heard was here at one time illegally. That makes sense. But we have Vivek Ramaswamy saying that we will watch the Wonder Years and all that other kind of stuff, and we were just lazy, basically. We like playing sports and being the jock and all that kind of stuff, which is not true because there are many jocks out there that go to college to be scholars and things like that who actually did both, played sports and got the grades, like myself. Now, I can tell you this, I am no valedictorian or anything like that, but I did put my time in to get a college degree. I did put my time in to be able to spend time on the weekends with my friends because that's what you're supposed to do as a kid and grow up and learn on the way through the process. So let's talk about this guy, Vivek Ramaswamy here, because I'm going to tell you this 30, he's probably 40 years old now, but I found out some things about this guy in regards to, you know, his background in voting. And as you can see here, I'm going off of, you know, some information from NBC News about Vivek Ramaswamy. GOP's Vivek Ramaswamy presidential candidate is an unaffiliated voter, records show. Look at this guy here. So basically what they're saying here on NBC News here, and this was, you know, during the 2024 presidential election, the bid and debates and all that kind of stuff, that voting records in Ohio also show that Vivek Ramaswamy didn't vote in the state's primary election in 2022 and 2023. Also, this 38-year-old here he did not vote. He didn't vote he voted Libertarian in the 2004 election. I voted 2004. He did not vote in 2008. He did not vote in 2012 or 2016, according to Reuters. And that's contributed to both candidates, the Republican and Democrat candidates. He brushed past a question about his sparse voting history during Wednesday's GOP presidential debate. And that was back, you know, before, Trump wasn't there. So whenever he decided to put his bidding in there, he was trying to sway all the Trump voters to vote for him because they needed new blood in there. Hypocrite. As you can tell, this guy seems to be a good old grifter. And I say that loosely, and this is my opinion, but, you know, when it comes to being committed and, you know, being able to understand the governmental processes and everything like that, you know, I understand this man is an intelligent man. I understand that he's a billionaire. I'm just a little tiny ant down here in this world here, but I believe and I feel that there's hypocrisy all over the place. And this is one of the things in regards to hypocrisy. So with that being said, you know, I mean, come on now, this is what we're going to be dealing with in 2025. We're going to be dealing with lepers eating each other's face, but also we're going to be dealing with the inexperience of people who are going to be telling us how to cut this and cut that. And, we need to do away with this program for these particular type of people who are the American people that serve their country in any type of way that they can. And their taxes were taken out in regards to bills in regards to making payments on things and stuff like that. So we're going to just go ahead and have them do away with that. And now we have hypocrites that are going to be dictating how we live in our country and how we get by day in and day out, and how we're going to struggle financially because of the economy and everything else, calling us stupid. Basically. Come on now. Come on. Well, listen, I just got to say that the hypocrisy is going to get richer and richer, because we have people that are going back on their words. We have people that are saying, they said one thing back in October, September, August. We got people like that are changing their words, not standing firm on their words. Well, hey, listen, I just had to get that out there. We do have hypocrites. We do have the hypocrisy here. And it's going to be a tough and long ride come 2025. If you like what you heard, hey, post in the comment section what you think. Post in the comment section what you think about what Vivek Ramasway said on Twitter or X or whatever you call it. And I just want to let you know that I do appreciate you hanging tight. And last but not least, I wanted to tell you about that platform that I got rid of, and that was X, Twitter. Too much misinformation on there. I got rid of it. It had to go. I just couldn't deal with the algorithm pushing Elon Musk's face on everything that I'm trying to do when I come down and scrolling to the feeds. So I decided to go ahead and jump ship and leave because I got tired of it. Pissed me off. I'm on Blue Sky now. Check me out. I'll post a link down below. Anyways, like I said, it's time to go. I love you. Do me a favor, post in the comment section how you feel and what you think about hypocrisy and what you think about the issues and situations that are going on. Don't forget to like. Don't forget to subscribe. Send this to a family member or a friend. Peace out.